Exodus chapter 14, verse 23. That just down below there, I take it as rice, right? There's rice paddies down there. I don't exactly know the green. The river flowing out of India into Bangladesh. That river over there is all Bangladesh. So all of that flat land there, Bangladesh. A guy there told us that when the sun is clear skies, unlike today, then you can see very far big parts of Bangladesh. Okay, now today you can just, on the screen, you'll be able to, through the mist, see a bit of Bangladesh. So we're very close to the border here, understanding between Thailand and Bangladesh. So Exodus chapter 14, verse 23. The Egyptians pursued and went in after them into the midst of the sea, all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots and his horsemen. Right, Pharaoh, we've seen already, Pharaoh's heart being hardened. Pharaoh not thinking maybe clearly here, he just think for the here and the now. I'm hungry now, I want to eat now, it doesn't matter what I'm eating. Okay, a little bit like Jacob and Esau, if you speak of eating stuff. Yeah, so they went in after them. He thought maybe a little bit about this weird thing happening. Wow, I mean, yeah, right. So they all went in, all of them, without exception. Verse 24. And in the morning watch, the Lord in the pillar of fire and of cloud looked down on the Egyptian forces and threw the Egyptian forces into panic. Okay, so morning came. They are going through the Egyptian army following, and they would still have been able to easily catch up with the people, right? Because, I mean, they are on horseback and chariots and stuff like that. And it's dry ground, so all is good. Easily they would have been able to catch up. So what did God do? God confused them, right? They, through the pillar of fire and cloud, they looked down upon them. What does that remind us of? God looking down on something and then confusing something. That is understandably what happened at the Tower of Babel. When they didn't want to split off in their different directions. They didn't want to do what God told them to do. It is to spread out into the whole planet and fill it up. They want to stay in one place. Okay, so in this case as well, there's a looking down on and there's judgment going to come. God is going to confuse them. So God threw them into a panic through his confusion. Verse 25. Clogging their chariot wheels so they drove heavily. And the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from before Israel, for the Lord fight for them against the Egyptians." So now at last, okay, so this confusion where the Israelites seemingly had no problem with most likely they had some kind of wagons as well, moving through, not being caught in wet or boggy kind of sand, and these guys seemingly were there, their wheels got clogged up. So they were like here and there stuck. How that actually worked out, again, we don't know. It might be a difference in how the wheels were made. It might be the speed at which they were going. All these things might have played a role. And I think the faster they go, the less the chance of them getting clogged up is most likely. But again, it's after horses, which might, yeah, it's what we know is that they're wheels, because this is part of what God is doing. Is this a confusion part, the clogging up of the wheels, God making it in such a way? Most likely had something to do with that, because now they're seeing that these guys are going through without any problem. We are getting stuck here. So at last they kind of understand, and they're like, let us flee from before Israel, for God fights for them against the Egyptians. So things are not looking so good for us here. We are not up against just a wall of water on the one side and a wall of water on the other side kind of idea, and people walking through this wall of waters on both sides. We are really up against God fighting for them. Why they didn't know that before, after all those plagues that struck them, that only now they're kind of thinking about it. It's kind of a little bit weird, but then again, you know, when things are going bad, we plead for mercy, and then it goes good, we immediately forget about it. And I'm pretty sure after this, they would have immediately forgotten. The next time some other miracle happened, they would have immediately forgotten about it. But there's not going to be a next time for them, because they're all going to, as we see, drown in this. But at least for here and now, they see that God is working, that glory of God over the Egyptians.